everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing swatches of the Kylie Cosmetics nudes. If you do want to see how they look on my skin tone, please keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and I would love for you to hit that little subscribe button right here so you can be notified when I do upload new videos. I picked up 5 of Kylie's matte liquid lipsticks. I picked up Exposed, Malibu, Dolce K, Ginger, and Kristen. Since I noticed like Sephora and Ulta are going into like this nude phase, like all the lip swatches and lipsticks that are now coming out are like nudes and finer nudes. So I was like, let me just go ahead and do some lip swatches of the liquid lipsticks that Kylie did release quite a long time ago. Her first formula before her new formula launched out during holiday, and I like these formulas way better than I do the newer ones because these ones, they don't stain your lips. As always, I am going to be using my Aquaphor underneath as a primer. The first color that we are going to be trying out is the shade Malibu, and it comes in her old packaging, black detail at the top and the clear glass. And this is what the doe foot applicator looks like. I'm going to do all the swatches on the back of my hand first, and I'm mostly going to do lip swatches. This is what the shade Malibu looks like on the back of my hand. This is what the shade Malibu looks like on my skin tone. So this is what the shade Malibu looks like dried completely matte. And I did do 2 coats of this because the first coat was a little bit streaky, so I applied a second layer. Notice that with her older formula, it doesn't crack as much as the newer formula does. This is what the shade Malibu looks like when it's dried completely matte. Malibu would be a good nude for me, especially if you are in my skin complexion. If you are looking for a nude color to suit your skin tone, if you are kind of my lighter complexion, Malibu would be a great option for you. As always, I will be removing my matte liquid lipstick with my Aquaphor, and I'm going to do that off camera, and I will be right back so we can do the next swatch. The next shade that we are going to be trying out is the shade Exposed, and it does come with the same packaging as before, the same black top and the clear glass. And this is what the product does look like. We're going to swatch this on the back of my hand. So this is what the shade Exposed looks like right here. And let's just see what this looks like on my skin tone. So this is what the shade Exposed looks like on my skin tone. And let's just see what it looks like when it dries completely matte. This is what the shade Exposed looks like when it's dried completely matte. This is what the shade Exposed looks like dried completely matte on the back of my hand. I think the shade Exposed, this shade does kind of wash me out a bit, so I don't think I would wear this shade. I used 2 coats with this, and it did come off a bit streaky and patchy as well. Especially when it dried up, it did kind of leave that streakiness behind, and it is feathering off and cracking. And I'm going to be removing it with my Aquaphor, and I will see you guys back here with the next swatch. Next shade that I am going to be trying on is the shade Dulce K. Same packaging as before. This is what it looks like up close. And we're just going to swatch it on the back of my hand. This is what the shade Dulce K looks like. What the shade Dulce K looks like on my lips. And we're going to see what it looks like when it dries completely matte. This is what the shade Dulce K looks like dried completely matte. And it is a nice warm beige. And this is it right here. I kind of made a mistake and it's kind of leaking down, but that's fine. But here you can see it dried up completely matte. I think Dulce K looks very nice on my skin complexion as well. So this would be one of my go-to nudes as well that I would reach to. I would go with Malibu and Dolce K so far. I wouldn't go with Exposed because I feel like that kind of washes me out. So far out of the 5 liquid lipsticks that I did pick up, the 2 nudes that I would gravitate towards, Dolce K and Malibu. Again, I'm going to remove this with my Aquaphor so we can try out the last 2 shades that I picked up, Kristen and Ginger. The last 2 shades that I did pick up was Kristen and Ginger, have a more red undertone to it. Ginger looks like same packaging as the others. And this is the doe foot applicator. This is what it looks like. We're just going to swatch this on the back of my hand. This is the shade Ginger on the back of my hand. I'm just going to apply this on my lips so you guys can see what this looks like on my skin tone. So this is what the shade Ginger looks like on my skin tone. And I went on Kylie's website, and Ginger does claim to be a warm terracotta brown. That's how she labels it as. Let's just see what this looks like when it dries completely matte. This is what the shade Ginger looks like dried completely matte. And I do like this shade as well on my skin tone. This is what the shade Ginger looks like dried down on the back of my hand. Completely matte. This complements my skin tone as well, and it looks great also. The shade that we are going to be trying on is the shade Kristen. This is what the shade looks like. It's like a warm berry tone. And this is what the shade Kristen looks like on the back of my hand swatched. Kylie's website, it does say Kristen is a warm berry brown. We're just going to see what this looks like on my lips. The shade Kristen looks like on my skin tone, and let's just see what it looks like when it's dried completely matte. This is what the shade Kristen looks like dried completely matte on my lips. And this is what the shade Kristen looks like on the back of my hand. So I definitely like these nudes that I did pick up and try for you guys, so you guys can see the different lip swatches on my lips. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.